Oh my goodness. The crowd's at their feet. Your host with the most on your favorite audio addiction here on Fear Mongering Radio podcast here from the great state of Minnesota. I'll have 10,000 likes with a couple of the Shadow Shady Lake. Look at the calendar in front of me. Nasty head cold where both JOBs did some Hebrew slave behavior. You know, it's always nice when you would spell the correct word here. You have to learn to spell cow shit. Eclipse. No, why you'd put a C in there. E-C-L-L-I, you dummy. Eclipse. A total eclipse of the heart. L-I-P-S-E. 2024. Put an accident, I think why. Anyways, here we go. Eclipse 2024. First you gotta learn how to spell, you moronic idiot. But, you know, what's going on, everybody? I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling delicious, outrageous, and contagious. It's a beautiful day to be alive. With all you folk out there on the eclipse, everyone's getting all emotional about it. I know the Huss is going east bound, and a lot of people are, and it's like, okay, you're going to go see something. Be like the hunch, and look into it. Like some people just don't get it. It's like, I don't know, but anyways. Yeah, they dedicate this audio in the memory of the young man, Mark Nichols, Hobo, Shoestring. Oh my goodness. He was found, his body, unfortunately, in the lovely and talented lake down there in Tennessee. He was down there hanging out. I don't know what happened, but I know it's a big thing in the rail business. You know, it's about his behavior, and I'll get to that momentarily after I get over there. Let's go over to lovely and talented YouTube and get some music for you people in the background. Oh, let me open up. Switch the count over the other one. The Cowpo podcast. Appreciate all the listens. It was different, it said. Shoestring expresses, He was a hobo. Passed away. Stopped breathing. Fish food, I guess. People are all... I get they're upset, but would you worry about people in your community, about the behaviors? But let's get into something more substantial. Let's get into, I like this one. I know. It's the same behaviors. I love this one. And where did it go? Right here, drifting. Yes, there we go. Just a beautiful day to be alive. One of those wing things. Sean Diddy Combs drama. He's in the world of hurt right now. His behavior, once you think you can take advantage of people with your abilities and whatever else, and son's in trouble. I believe in execution of pedophiles and rapists. Don't need drugs, just need 50 gallows in every state of the union, in every state at high noon. Right now, the Iowa is beating up on South Carolina early in running ponytails. Anyways, let's go look here in Fear Mongering Radio here on Spreaker.com, where all you people come in. And of course, he will call. And he will call. Douche. We had a few on The one lately is the Alex. That one's been all of a sudden picked up. Is the Apple River stabbing. I did a video on that one. I deleted it off the other one, but that got it's been picked up. I talked about that stabbing in the Apple River. The guy's going to court for that behavior because they called him a pedophile or whatever else. Look it up. Pretty foolish and pretty dumb. Anyways, yeah, we've had traffic in the last 30 days here on Spreaker.com towards this channel feed. Come on, radio. A little under $100. We don't do what we used to. All of a sudden, Spotify they give me a percentage. Talk to douche, and I know Nelly wants to be monetized. The one I've done on the Shoestring on the other channel it's got 500. I've made 30 cents. And the one I did on the thing, whatever it was, the scamp I made $5. So you're not gonna make any money on it. He says I make more. Last year I made $800 on here on YouTube. I made $1,500 here on Spreaker. What does that tell you 1 year? And I don't do a lot here, but Spotify has been kicking in, so they've been giving me some money. So it's great, And my last thing was $80. It rolls in. So I get it, man. I'm not here to make money. It's great to have it, but. United States, Canada, France, United Kingdom, India, Argentina, don't cry for me, Brazil, Nepal, Philippines. I'm in the Philippines. It's not a fun place to go. A lot of hoes, Portugal, and Norway. United States of America is Minnesota, Illinois, Florida, Virginia, Washington, the Ohio, Michigan, Oregon, Texas, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, he shall not be named, Maryland, doing Iowa, and Rhode Island, the stalker of the podcast. He always calls. Minnesota here in the great state, Plano Valley, Alexandria out west. Washington, Des Moines, won twice, come back for seconds, huh? Thank you so much. Oregon, Eugene once. In Nebraska, my sister's buried out there in Nebraska. She died 8/8/8. My brother died 12/12/12. Texas, 2 Porter die has an IOU to the devil. He had a Facebook page with that big baseball player came to the show in Texas and saved a child. Florida, 2 Porter died. Miami, not once but twice. Cocaine City, the home of the douches. Richmond, once. Glen Allen in Virginia. I like Virginia. Illinois, Elgin once. O'Fallon once. In the city of organized crime, Chicago. The Ohio, Cincinnati, and Dayton. Up. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pickles, Michigan, Battle Creek. Let's go look at old Canada. I haven't seen you guys lately. What you guys been up to? Ontario, 1, 2, 3. British Columbia and Manitoba, once. The cities, the Gallup twice. The Canucks in Toronto. Appreciate it, bitch, please. British Columbia, Port County, and Surrey. Thank you so much. I appreciate Manitoba. Winnipeg once. Spotify, Spreaker, Giovanni, Generic, Android, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Tweet, Twat, iHeart, and CastBox. All the IPs that roll into the show to save a child. We appreciate it. As this music runs through your ears. I did have to look at the other JOB that cut me off for today, and I was told I should be ashamed of myself. She shamed me on the radio. She shamed another token Negro man he's from Iraq and didn't want to listen. I told her to calm down and just build a bridge, get over it. Got a couple giggles on the radio, and then she should be ashamed, and she called me heartless little bastard later. And I said, I've been told by better people than you. Shame on you, she said. Yes, I have no shame. And yes, I am a heartless little bastard. My mother's money that I would give out. We would go around the table all the time before. And Margaret was her name. And when my mother passed away, I took care of her angel program. When you give money out every year, every month, and you sit on the table with a bunch of old bags who didn't really work for their money. My mother was a lawyer, very accomplished, and they were all just living on their, hubby's money, and they would ask for a donation for something, and I'd inquire before I'd cut a check for $10,000 or whatever. And if it was something that poor choices, I would say, no. I will not feed a drug person. You are the most heartless little bastard I've ever had in my life. I go, that's why my mother knew I couldn't say no. To her chagrin, I will not cut a check for your charity. My nephew does more of it than I do, but occasionally I will step in. And I sit right across from her. The other lady died about a year ago, and I went to her funeral on behalf of my mom's charity and said, she's passed, evil woman that she is. Played evil woman on that, but I stood up there and I was very happy on my phone, evil woman. She was an evil, spiteful woman. She was living on her papa's money. So, yeah, I was called filthy names on the radio today, but it is what it is. I'm kind of on the way out the door, so I'm kind of burning some bridges, but I really don't give two F's. The way she goes, bitch, please. I like being called a heartless little bastard. When people want to just jump in the limo, and I go, no, we're not for hire. You heartless little bastard. It's cold outside. Yes, I am. I know how to say no. That's why I ran my mother's estate when she stopped breathing, and my father's. Sent my sister a $1 bill in the mail because she contested the will for both parents. She got nothing. Her daughter and son got sent for college. Other than that, she had nothing. Sometimes you have to stand for something, bitch. Anyways, this country, they all hate us, but they all want to come here. Oh, yes, they do. They all hate us. Get educated and then come back and kill us. People dying in the woods, the waters, the deserts to come to be free. Why white people of color just don't want to work like douche, living off the government and smoking geef. Tina D talking to douche. She goes something about Adderall. I go, I told you before she did that. She sold Adderall. Her other video a long time ago. He's like, really? It's like, yeah, he told you she was on Mark Terry. Of course, what she does. She's a effing drug addict. You think not? I mean, come on now, bitch, please. I'm like, really? You tell me something I already know already. You know, loves the woman, not me. Wench. But we always make sure we shut the military, the armed forces. People on here only do when it's Memorial Day or 4th of July. They don't really care about the military until all of a sudden they need someone to help them in a flooded area, right? Oh my God, rescue me, rescue me. Bitch. I never served. I served them well. My nephew was a Marine. Is a Marine, I'm sorry. My brother was a Marine. He's passed. My uncle and other people in my family. I would have been a liability out in the field, but we have 1 and 2. They stormed those beaches on D-Day to free the Jews and snap the necks of the Krauts. And Hitler took the easy way out, took himself deep. Valkyrie is a good movie with Tom Cruise. He died on his feet, didn't live on his knees. He realized it was wrong. But these people in the forgotten, the Vietnam War wiped out a lot of people. Over 50,000 people, men and women of the armed forces have served us and about to serve. They have balls the size of basketballs and ovaries the size of oak tree, just like the men and women in blue. Don't like cop call crackhead, but they are as follows that serve you well. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, and the NASCAR or Coast Guard. They're in and out of uniform. Have served. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. This fine country. So I can speak English and have freedom of speech, and we have an open election. We can steal, I guess, right? The hunch. Stop the steal. The dumbass white boys. Arguing with the guy yesterday at the other job, some dumbass 70-year-old white man, about the bridge. And I said, "You going to crawl over dead bodies?" I said, "Yeah, okay, they're targeting the bridges." I looked at, "Do you have any concrete proof or just something you heard?" You mentioned some podcast. I go, "You're an idiot. You're a dumbass white boy." called me a bastard. Goddamn right I am. He called me a snowflake. I go, really? You call me a snowflake, bitch boy? I work for a living. I just have a right to speak and tell you you're an idiot and you're a dumbass white boy. Snowflake to me is a lazy bastard. A lot of people on this video platform don't work for a living. Don't like Biden but want that money in the mail. He looked at me and then so I made something in a crock pot. I said, I'm not eating someone else's food. I don't know who the hell it is. What do you mean? I said, I don't know who the hell that is. Someone's a piggy person. This chick that made it was a slob little woman. It's like, oh, you eat her stuff. No way. You don't sleep with the hollows unless you've got. I mean, you. What do I always say? You have you F in the back seat of the car. You have sex on the couch, and you make love on the bed. These F whores make sure you have condoms, right? But we thank you. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? P stood for Penn State, not paternal. It is Pedophilia University. That's what we call it. So they're all in prison and snap the necks and the soul tails like the Boy Scouts, molesting there, and people that harm elderly people in nursing homes at their expense must be executed. Must be executed and sent to the gates of hell. I would not shower in that shower. Thank you so much. You see something, you say something. Talked about choices. My father told me there would be mistakes in choices. Know the difference. This is the right choice. It's a condom. When you're plowing, whatever you're doing, you're bowling, you're sinking that pink, or maybe you're Hershey Avenue with another man, doesn't matter, you don't like two men having sex. I get it. Grunting and groaning and screaming and hollering. Well, then you can't watch two women have sex because that's lesbian sex. When you're watching two women have sex, that is gay sex. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Okay? So if you don't like two grunting, consenting men, go on Hershey Avenue. Don't watch two women. God doesn't like hypocrites. Thank you so much. But herpes will last forever. AIDS will go eventually. Unwanted pregnancies. You want the they're the child to leave. Don't know his name. We're in an orgy. Some video. Chick was in an orgy having sex, bunch of men. She doesn't know who the father of the child is. Well, she's married. Well, way it goes. Without condoms, barebacked her right there in the room. About 5 guys. Consensual. Felt guilty and finally left. Too late. Now you don't know if you're going to have curly hair or what. What to say, what to do. Should have had a condom on. Make good choices. Safe sex. Thank you so much. From the board members of Speculation Sports and Fear Mongering Cowport NFL NHL podcast over here on Spreaker.com, the Cowport Adventure channel too as well. Appreciate that. And another one is do not drink and drive. Please call some mercenaries. Don't tell me you made a mistake. You chose to get in the vehicle. You can't go to O Canada and go fishing because they don't like convicted felons. Okay? Don't drink and drive. Call douchebag. Call douche. Can't call his fiance the stalker. Can't get you on the little vehicle that he's on. But don't drink and drive. Thank you so much. Public service note for myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports on the 7th day of April 2024. It's 2:51 in the afternoon in the great state of Minnesota. It's raining outside, ladies and gentlemen. We need it. We did some Hebrew slaving yesterday. Out in the front, they had to take down 3 trees, and she wanted to put in bags. I go, listen, you're wasting good suffering. I said, we're going to wheelbarrow it. Fill up the tires. I said, we're not going to do this. Put in a bag. No. I pulled rank. We just wheeled in the back and down in the ditch. We're not going to do it. We did some of it, so I said, we'll get some of it. There'll be a lot of grunt work we're doing here. I'm not going to put in a bag and then you whine and piss them out. Sometimes you got to pull rank on a lawyer, right? I object to no rule, bitch. But anyhows, how in the hell's everybody doing on this cloudy, windy, cold day in the great state of Minnesota. When you put us on our ass, we have a crown. We overlook all the other states. We're the last guardian of the Canucks, and they want to come over and kick our ass. You want to come over, Rover? Well, we're there for you. We love old Canada. They brought us hockey. I want to go to Montreal and Toronto. Who wants to pay my way to Montreal? Go watch my pencil dick Blackhawks get embarrassed. I take handouts, free money and free gear. I'm the hustler. It never hurts to ask, as my auntie would always say. It never hurts to ask. The least they can do is say no. Just ask for a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and before you know it, you'll be a very wealthy man of other people's money and gear. No, you don't need to give me any money. All you need to do is share the damn thing. Make a comment down below. I'm still making comments on the video, the one I did over in my car when somebody made comments with the 500 views. It's like, okay, it was a bit. I'm in my car driving along talking about Mark Nichols, Hobo, Shoestring. He's dead. He's fish food. Blue Moon, some lake in Tennessee. There was a guy who did a video on that. I saw that first, and I'm like, okay. He was missing, silver alert. And they found his carcass. Some fisherman was just hanging out. There he was, floating. So we're going to do a search, I think, yesterday, but obviously the body was found and identified. And I think I've seen one of his videos. He was a hobo, like I said in the video. I look out to my left here, and I can see the railroad track of Chicago Western, my house that I lived in 2 houses down. My dad worked for Chicago Western. He died at 58 and a half years old. So I understand the hobos. We used to go out and feed them all the time. The train would stop, and we'd run out there and give them food. When I was like 10, 11, 10 or 9, whatever. And I used to go with my dad. We'd go down to the old Cedar Lake Yard, which is now just a walking area. The light rail goes through, and it's all gone. I can feel my father's presence there. We would go down to Hobo Jungle. That's what the hobos would get out and they would do. I walked through there one day, a long time ago, one time, and there's a bunch of stuff back there. There's a body. You could probably go there and dig up and find bodies. Hobos have died. They buried them. There's bodies in that area. I just know it. You could probably find bones. The guy dies, dig the hole. So we used to go back and all the time talk to hobos. They were cool. They weren't, carrying weapons, and hobos were, they were cool in the old days. I mean, like I said, they'd be in the flatbeds. We'd run out and give them. They were kind of cool. Now that I think some do like him. I had a good friend of mine I knew from Oak Ridge. Really nice man. He was riding one of them out to Seattle. I think he was laying on a flatbed, maybe taking a nap, and it shifted and crushed him. Killed him. He was a really nice man. He was like about, I think 35. He was just a free spirit. Wouldn't hurt a soul. I remember, I'll never forget one day, we're over at Oak Ridge Country Club, and there was a tree that was right in front of the water on the 18th hole. And Paula Cohen, nice lady, nice Jewish lady, she hits the ball down the hill, right? So we're standing below the tree. She's talking to me, and so it's kind of hot. We're waiting for because they're going to be Mrs. Gordon to go to the top of the hill to see if she could hit. And we're just talking, and we're talking. She looks up, and there's his hammock, and she looks up there, and she goes, "What's that?" And I go, it's just something blew up. That was his hammock. I'm like, it was just hilarious. He was sleeping up the tree on the 18th hole. You can kind of see it because it was like it was green. It was hilarious. I just looked at it, so I told him in the Caddyshack. I said, "So, what's your address? The 18th hole at Oak Ridge at the bottom of the hill?" I said, "You better take your hammock out of there." I said, "She saw it. It's yeah, you're right." I said, "It's a great place." I think he went to some other, and then he went up the 9th hole. He slept in one of the trees. Just a great guy. He was a hobo, and he was going back and forth. He was, he was a free spirit. I knew the guy for a good 10, 15 years. He smoked some grass once in a while, drank beer, but he'd go out and work on the docks or something in Seattle, and we'd come back and go to Oak Ridge, and he'd caddy all summer long. And he came to my house one day, stayed overnight, let me use the shower one time, and he's just cool as hell. But he was sleeping on the wrong. Something happened. They crushed him. They found him later on. I was just so heartbroken because he was just a great guy. One time we were in the 17th hole. He just hit the ball the longest way. Just drilled. He was a great golfer, and I looked at him. I put my arm around him. I go, "If I had a rocket launcher," it's a great line from a movie, from a song. "If I had a rocket launcher, I'd make them all pay." He goes, he just drilled it. He was a great guy. So I understand the hobo business. Now they don't really. They get a little upset, and they want to. I think he's been run off a few times, but. He means no harm. He just wants a free ride. This hobo guy, Mark Nichols, and hobo shooting. I guess he was pretty popular amongst the community. But no, it's like-minded people in the train. I get people on here that do train spotting. There's that guy I like on my other channel. I like him a lot. That he's really good in Florida, and he had a Facebook page, a post about this too as well. He did a thing about looking for the guy. He did like an alert on his Facebook. Is that train spotting, and that's very big. I walk along some railroad tracks just for fun, screw around. I mean, I had one that's coming up later on. The train actually came, big on train. If you're going to do a train spotter like that guy whatever his name is, I can't remember. I have to go look, but he's a really nice man. He tells you where the train's going, the history of the train, whatever else. And some guys just show trains, and then he's real good at knowing about the trains, and it's really cool. I think it was Carpetbagger one time, and somebody else did one where a bunch of old engines out in the middle of the desert being stored out in Arizona. It was kind of cool. Just like out in Lakeville, there's a bunch of those silver box cars that I think you could let's buy them all. We'll buy them from you. You can get yourself a what do you want to call it? Somewhere to push them on a train and get them out to, what do you want to buy a building and then build railroad tracks to it, what do you want to call it, a spur, cut those things up, make them into dump trucks. You could do that. It wouldn't be that tough. Let me see. Now we got let's go here. But we make him in but I think my dad worked at Chicago Western. I miss cabooses. I'd love to have my own I've told before train restaurant. There's one that's out there. I've seen it, but I'd have that guy from Danny, his name is, and he'd be my guide. I think it's cool to get the toy trains, deliver your food, and I think you'd have he'd be my history guy, and you'd have like an engine there and a caboose. Like when Bush Sr. died, I like how they did his train thing. That was the coolest thing to watch, the train carry his coffin. That was really cool how they did that. It was a good video of Bush. They showed him the engine they made for him, and he goes, "Can I drive it?" Sure, he drove it. It was kind of funny. It was a pretty good video. But I think trains are underappreciated in this country. They haul a lot of freight from here. The Ford Motor Company's freight line has been closed down. That's a Canadian Pacific. I walked it a few times. You'll see that coming up. I walked that one. I've done a couple times. You didn't really go anywhere, but I walked down. It goes through Bloomington across the highway, way into Savage. I walked that. It was kind of fun. I've always liked trains. I think it's cool to when they go by, you watch them and you hear them, and it's like you don't know trains until you see it up close. Just like NASCAR, you can watch NASCAR on TV, but you got to be up close to listen and smell it. And engines are the ones that push and pull, the history of it. There was one that Wonder House he did one time. I was up there one time along. Somebody else did the same thing. I think the other guy I follow, my other channel, this place up in California where they snake down. And there's a lot of good train videos on here that have history. The one I like, the vegetable one, whatever it's called, I saw it on History. I listened to it again, a different one version of it. It goes from California way to Buffalo. How they loaded up all the vegetable one. It's really cool how they get it and everything, how they get it there every time. It goes all the way to Buffalo, New York, and it goes across country. But he was found unfortunately in a lake, quote unquote fish food. And so I don't know, he was pretty young. I don't know the exact birth date, but I know he was younger than I was. There was people that were trolling the video, and I get trolling. Could you imagine the day I die or I'm missing? Oh God, could the trolling would be there? They'd have to go talk to a $30,000 millionaire to get a message out to put on the video that if I'm, Dave does a video that I'm missing, and I was out adventuring somewhere and all I found was my car, cow shit's been missing, a silver alert. Could you imagine the trolling that would start on my video? Oh my God. It'd be just mean, spiteful things. Some people were just saying, like, did he quit YouTube? He's down at the bar drinking, which would be nice. I think that's just kind of funny, but some people, the like-minded people, not a community, I guess we use that word, like-minded people on here, a lot of people doing videos about it, and some guy, the train guys, the train aficionados, where he was, he probably made some decent amount of money. People gave him money too as well, which I don't know why you would in the first place. But he's just one to be heartless here. I have told you before, that's one less YouTuber I got to deal with on this video platform. He left YouTube. You know why? Because he stopped breathing. He went to the gates. He either went up or went down. I have no idea what his religious affiliation was. It was simple. Maybe he had a heart attack and drowned. My dad dropped dead right there in the front yard. He was dead, hit the ground. My sister bled to death in the bathroom in Colorado. Some people just stop breathing. It's the best way to go. So I don't know what will happen. So there's a lot of people making up allegations. I guess he's done some few things, whatever it may be. I don't know. But people love the Hobo Shoestring. But he probably he had a phone. Obviously, he ran it off of YouTube and put it up. Probably knew where to go for computers and stuff. Or he had somebody do it for him, probably somebody he trusts. He put it up, probably edit it for him, who knows. Like Carpenter probably does that too as well. Has someone edit for him or something. I mean, I did that with David. All he did was screw me over and delete shit, But, he stopped breathing the other day because they were supposed to yesterday do it. The guy was going to have everybody come on down and use drones, but some fisherman was out there fishing for fish, but they found the fish food body, so that was unfortunate. It's never any good, man. It's the way she goes. Nothing lasts forever, It's the way she goes, So, I don't know, I read some of the comments down below. People come in and just troll right along, It's like, oh my goodness. And someone, because I didn't know his name right away. I was just doing a video on, I didn't know his name totally. But, it's gotten some views on it, and I appreciate it. He's got 430. Appreciate it. So it is what it is. It's amazing over on the other one, on the other channel. Some of these ones get just a shitload of views, and it's amazing how some would go and some do and some don't. But I got a few that are monetized over there on the other channel. It's pretty hilarious. When I said I was in where was I? I got a whole bunch. The Appalachian Trail, they got a bunch. So it's always interesting to see how some things get picked up on this video platform. There's a lot of good people. I saw some guy trained and did a thing on, did a really good remembrance of the guy. Maybe got 50 or 60. That's fine. There's a lot of good channels on this video platform that do train stuff. But the guy I really like out there is the I can see it right now. He's on Facebook. I can't remember the hell his name is. I keep forgetting the YouTube channel, but he's really good at talking. So I don't know. A lot of these train guys just show. One is the one he's just showing the train. Like I could stand outside Shakopee. Has a big train yard. I could stand over there and watch, show you trains, but I have no idea that I'm looking at. Some of these guys will tell you. That one guy I like from my other channel here. Let's go look real quick here. I know it's. Let me see here. You see, I only have a couple subs out. That's all I only sub out. I have V12 Productions and Distant Signal, my two favorite train guys. Right there. And they both will tell you what you're looking at. They're both very good. Danny's good, so is the other guy. He's from Atlanta. They're very, very good. So, the Nichols one is 607 in the last 48 hours. Appreciate that. The Railroad over 44, Richfield is 38. So, I appreciate it, people that come. But, rail fanning is a pretty, Mr. Popularity. It's a pretty popular one. People like to do that kind of stuff and watch trains, and it is fun. Like I said, with my dad, career day, we would go down. We would go down to Chicago when they had cabooses, and that was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I don't know. It's too bad. There's been a lot of tribute videos. You type in his name. I guess mine's been re-recommended. I get it. So Hobo is a missing, not forgotten, train watching interview. So there's a lot of people on there do a lot of good train stuff. But if you don't watch train, you watch people that are going to again distance signal. Go watch some of his one the boneyard, the bone line. What's that all about? And he explains a lot of good stuff. And the other guy I like, V12, is very good at what goes on, and he's a computer guy, so he has things he's got to do. They both don't put a lot of videos. It's late, but they put up stuff that I enjoy. They make train wrecks. They're both very, very very good work, and that's what it's all about. Instead of just watching trains, I get after a while, it's okay, I can just watch this train, but after a while, I want I get it. I want to know what I'm looking at. It's like, okay, I'm just looking at a Kiss song right now. It's like putting up a Kiss video with no volume. What are they singing? Okay, you can watch all the behavior going on. But it's what are they singing? Get my point. They're good to be doing that too as well. Exercising with a hungry fat chick. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my word. Some gay man dancing to the Beyonce Texan Hold'em dance, clip 4. Oh, my goodness. Okie dokie. I do like Yankees of the South. People rip on those guys. I really wish that happened to me, man. Rip on my young ass. But that was unfortunate that the young man stopped breathing. What's this? Piggybacking classy. What piggybacking? Yeah, I guess. No, I'm just giving my thoughts. I don't do YouTube for a living, sir, but I appreciate the comment. Kind of classy, huh? Some guy piggybacking class. Not piggybacking, I'm just making a comment. So some giving a comment. BTW, Hobo's had over 2,000 subscribers, kind of dwarfs yours. Says a lot. Oh, yeah, of course, because that's all he needs, a hobo. I get it. Hey, man, I get it. I know I'm not piggybacking anything. Called dick riding, you moron. All I did was a video. I didn't expect 500. I just gave my opinion on something I saw because I do like rail fanning. No, they don't piggybacking, you moron. They call it dick riding. It's what they call it. It's like, great, but he's dead. He's gone. It's the way she goes. It's not called piggybacking. It's called dick riding. He dwarfs mine because he was a hobo. He'd ride the rails. Probably people gave him money. Let's go look over here real quick. Let's see what's his name. What the hell? Hobo. Shoestring. Let's go look here real quick. Let me see if he had any. Because the last one he did was a month ago. Let's see if he asked for any kind of money here. If there's anything in here like he probably Shoestring. WW Shoestring store, so they probably did report you, share a channel, whatever it may be. So, yeah, he's been doing it a long time, and I'm just, I've been riding freight since 1999, or since riding United States, 8 plow China, Canada, 14 states, Mexico. I spent my first 1 year homeless, riding trains last year, and I got into a small apartment because of medical issues. I have very hard walls from the roof because I prefer outside. I still stay riding once when I'm staying in the little apartment. Doing my best to hit by a car, ran over by a train, and randomly healed quite well. I have now a merchandise website below links. So yeah, he probably has people give him money. I get it, So he's kind of a hobo, kind of not a hobo, but I get it. But he has 200,000. But you look at his views. I mean, okay, 84th. I get it. 72,000. Some got real high. Some get real low. But I get it, man. Been around a long time. God rest his soul. But I'm simply giving my opinion on a video about something I'd heard because I watch people. They do it. I'm not going to get any subs out of it, and I'm going to probably make about $3. Okay. What's this? Mary's partner Tim Marilyn with a controversial guest. Let me see. And guest in the convention, and didn't know he was a gay man. Included media, entertainment. Oh, whoever they had, controversial. Well, that's the way she goes. You had Lemon in there, so I'm happy for you. She's 90 years old. Oh, what's this? RBC fires CFO and over a secret relationship with employee who receive promotion and bigger pay. Oh my! Now role of Canadian at the time of a female now country's biggest 6 banks. Who was she porking? Was she plowing or what? Who was she sleeping with? Let's see. Secret relationship. All about sex. Sexual relations. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky Yahoo. So she was getting laid. What's this? I was Gabby. Delete social media before it is a title because of the hate comments. Well, that's the way she works, man. You're gonna get it. What's going on there? What is going on with Pumpkin Bowl right now? Let's go see what Caitlin's doing. Let's go see what Caitlin's doing. Caitlin. Well named it. But yes, he is fish food. I know people are going to be all upset, and I get it. Women, let's see. Oh wow, they come storming back. 49-46. They were losing. Oh, coming back. They were losing, so I was going to have to do a turnaround, kick some ass. Anyways. Piggyback, confess, man. I'm just trying to. I want to be like him. I want to walk around. I want to ride. I'm going to quit my job. What's this? Morgan stands up for Swift. What's this? For Taylor Swift after she's booed at a show. Why would she boo at the show? Why would you boo at Taylor Swift? Why? I'm going to be back to a comment I made Friday night. Show. Shame. He had set a tennis record with a 2-night stadium stand. He quipped he would likely hold the title under Taylor Swift comes to town. Wow. People love to boo. Oh, my goodness. Firehouse singer CJ Cher dead at 64. Dead. Drop dead. But, yeah, I know. He moved on to something more substantial. Someone will fill the void. People will ride the rails. And he's up in the big sky, hanging out in the outskirts. It's the way she blows, man. Bitch, please. It's the way it goes. God rest your soul, Mr. Hobo, Shoestrings, Mark Nichols. I suppose I'll have a funeral for the guy, and people will pay for the funeral, whatever else. And I suppose when someone dies, you always have to have these GoFundMe. There'll probably be a GoFundMe out there, just indignant and just don't want to. I always said over in Saudi Arabia, they just throw them in a gunny sack and dig a hole. You don't need all that behavior. king does it, just throw it in the bottom and rock over it, and that's it. So there'll probably be GoFundMe to bury his ass. Get a coffin, headstone for the guy you watch. But here's my main thing about this Shoestring guy. There was outrage to find the guy. And like I said in the video, I get it, but would you care about someone in your community, your real community, where you live, a young black man or a young black woman or a child that's missing? Would you go to YouTube to look hard? Probably not. I mean, I get it. It's the outrage at the moment, just like the bridge out in Baltimore, and people trying to tell me they're sabotaging. And when I ask, do you have proof? Like Stop the Steal, right? All I get is the look like, what the hell are you talking about, right? But would you put the same time into it like that one guy right here? What's his name right here? I have it written down here. I've been looking for the guy when I have a chance. His name is Bryce Barso. Bryce, B-O-R-C-A, went missing in Egan. And I've looked for the guy over there by the area a few times. I talked about it. He's somebody in my city, and, who knows where he's at over there by Fort Snelling, how far he went, whatever. But the people that, I get it, he's a YouTuber. People get really wrapped up in YouTubers, and just like, I say YouTubers, I'm saying goodbye, because they're only people they're loners. So their whole channel their whole life is YouTube, right? That's all there is. They don't really have friends outside of YouTube, right? They just don't. So I would just tell people out there, I get you were upset he was missing and he died. It's unfortunate. I went to a friend of mine had his life thing today. Went and had and talked to a few of his friends, and what he meant to me. And he was a really good St. Paul guy. It was kind of fun to go there and just BS with the young man. His friend, his sister, and give a big hug. And we talked a little about him. And I said he was a good man. I miss him dearly, man. I called him about 3 or 4 he died. He wanted to come see him. No. I knew he was dying. It was too bad, man. I've lost some people to cancer in the last 4 years, and I've never met this guy, this Hobo guy. But the people out there, you can give time to your real community in your town. That you can go look for people and you can help out, and you can help the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever, to give money to that behavior. Whatever happened in the lovely and talented lake? Did he have a heart attack? Was he swimming and slipped in? I don't know. Hit his head. We'll find out, I guess. But there'll be a GoFundMe, trust me. That just drives me insane. And people give money to people on YouTube, but they won't do it for their local community. They won't. I bought some Girl Scout cookies, and then throw a couple bucks in there, whatever else, and give the cookies to somebody else. I just try to support any. It's like I was telling somebody the other day, we were talking about summer camps. I said I used to go to Timber Bay Camp when I was 10, 9. It was a Christian camp, Lutheran. How's it gas? And I went there as a horse pucky later on when I was like 17. It was like a work, they called it a work crew. And I went later on. I'd love to have a camp like that, but someone gets hurt, something happens. But that was fun. You can give to things like that, and you can create those. It was fun to go to those camps. And there's all kinds of Bible camps out there too as well that you can in the summertime and you go for a week, whatever else. But a lot of money you can give to in your community, but people love to give money to people on YouTube. They just think it's the greatest thing in the world to send money to people. I haven't asked for a damn thing. It's like, it's just too bad, man. It's the way she goes, man. It's fish food in the lake and he's toast. That's the way she goes, man. Went simple or whatever, and somebody's fishing, and there's a body floating in the water. Told a story before. Some guys been walking in some old abandoned building, and walked. There's a carcass up there on top of the second floor. Walking up there, there's a body, and they're dead. And it happens in Gary, Indiana, all the time. They'll find bodies in houses or something. Whatever, some drug overdose, their mouth open, whatever, and it's just, it's the way she goes. I mean, I do a lot of exploring. You never know, stumble across a body somewhere, Closure. There were some kids that were, I don't know, about a year ago walking through some wooded area, cutting through, and there was a body, so It's like missing people all the time. I listen to Among the Missing, and this mother and son were walking in the I can't remember what lake, whatever it was, one of the nation's parks, and found the body of the guy. You never know, man. So all of a sudden there's a dead body in front of you, sitting there, a corpse, been missing. So a lot of you can do in your community to help out. But people get overly involved in these YouTubers. They get emotional, and oh my God, you gotta find this guy, you gotta find her, you gotta find that. But anyway, so now we have the Lunar Eclipse 2024, right? And I saw the Hustler on Facebook. She's heading east for that, and and this and that, and people are getting all really emotional. But I know upstate New York was talking about that, and that town is up there, and I get it, man. Some chick who wants to go to every single one for whatever, and it's just it's 10 minutes. We are driving down to Indiana, and they can be like the Hunch, and they can look up into it like he did that one time, and the Hunch did that one day. So I guess it's a big thing for the lunar eclipse, and people want to go there for 10 minutes and sit there in a field and look up at the damn thing. I guess whoopee-doo. I get it, it's just the total eclipse. It's just the lunar eclipse. It's just, I don't know. Some people just get overly emotional on this behavior. They just, everyone's got to go, right? Well, because everyone in fear of missing out. Just, I think I saw Carpetbagger on Facebook. He wants to cancel April Fool's Day because he said it's like bullying, misinformation. I'm like, oh, come on. He was pissed because someone must have said he believed something to a hook, line, and sinker. It's called something like, shut up, man. That's being a snowflake. Whining because you got played for a fool. We've all been like that. It's like it's a way just joke, you morons. I just kind of laugh, and then I cry, and you scream, and you wonder what the hell's wrong with people. Cancel April Fool's Day because you got your dick slapped. That's Carpetbagger for you. Could you imagine if the Hustler was missing, or she was out on her adventure, or the Carpetbagger was disappeared somewhere? But he doesn't really go into any place. But let's say he went into some buildings and was missing, or the Daily Woo was missing, or something like that. Can you imagine the outpouring that would be for that? But the Lunar is like, Jesus, let's all just calm down. I know you can sit there and watch it and have the time of your life, talk that you were there and whatever else, and then get back in your vehicle, pack up and leave. Just like going to Burning Man. No thank you, no thank you now, no thank you later. Too hot or too rainy, and no thank you. I don't need to go to the Burning Man unless I really want to get higher than Travis ass. Bring about 4 ounces of beer, 4 ounces of dope, roll it in joints, just roll a shitload of joints, just get higher than Travis ass. Bring some hard liquor and a couple cases of grannies, and just get higher than a Travis ass at Journey Man. You're single, bring some condoms. You got yourself your little camper to get your 4-wheel drive, and just lay pipe and just get high. Be fun as hell. Go to that, man. What the hell? I'd say if I was 50 and retired, I'd be going to every NASCAR with my camper and laying pipe, and just getting drunk and higher the drive's ass and banging all the southern girls, man. Hey, girly girl, want to have at it, man? I got condom, baby girl. What about it, man? But it's a big thing. I think it's tomorrow's big lunar eclipse, so there'll be people, watching that and talking about it on YouTube, and we're all supposed to be overly emotional. I told somebody at work that it sounds a little overly emotional. What do you mean by that? I'm like, for some reason, it's just, but people tell me something, I just go, that sounds real emotional. You're just so mean, because I don't give 2 F's about half the stuff you're talking about. I said, the J6 people, the hostages, and I said, where is the, are they asking for any money for the hostages? Are they? No. I said, well, then they're not hostages. Then he's talking about the bridge and, well, yeah, they're targeting a rail. What are you talking about? I said, do you have proof? Can you prove the proof? Can you prove the proof? Kind of looked at me. I'm like, quit being brainwashed, please. I beg of you. I don't know. But Sean Diddy Combs, right? Little sexual problems there. I was telling Sue Ellen, you can have a Jeffrey Epstein island and there's no drugs and it's 21 or older. I'm not surprised if it's true. I guess his son's in some, like daddy, like son, if it's true, allegedly, right? Something going on, that kind of behavior. I'm not surprised at all. Just some people just, when you've got that power of sex over somebody, someone wants music, guess what? He has the ability to say yes, I guess. Like if you're a hockey coach, right? You're coaching females, right? And you're 16, 17. You want extra ice time, baby girl? Who was that? Pat Summitt. Her son was sleeping with a couple of the basketball girls. I remember that. He was banging. I don't know if he got one pregnant or not, but I remember that. He was, taking advantage of that. Obviously she wanted more playing time and whatever it was. That was, I think he got fired, but less legacy for your mom. You're porking one of your people you're supposed to be teaching, playing pumpkin ball. Punks play pumpkin ball. Trying to get that. But it is what it is. So when you were just, oh baby girl, you give me a little bit of this and we can do a record together. Really? Yeah. Well, maybe not. What do you mean not, biatch? And then all of a sudden, what do you mean you told me no? Yeah, I just don't want to, man, Oh, come on, I'm P. Diddy, man, bitches. Hey, bro, I'm T. Diddy, man. But I love how his son has been implicated in his behavior, and people are come to his defense. It's just NBA season YouTube, watch live basketball, pumpkin ball. Oh, a couple of deer. What's the score? A couple big deer. Oh my! Back there chowing down 3 deer. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3. Biggins. Who's winning? First time I've seen deer in a long time. He's a big one right there. I'm running over. Hey guys, someone's talking about us. Now the way they're running off. See you later. There they go. Some good deer meat there. Come on, girls. Go up, mama. Yeah. Go. Get out of here. Get. Scram beat it. Go get the deer. Oh, my goodness. The 3 deer in the back, they ran off, but one was pretty big. I haven't seen deer on a long time. Usually on the other side of the street, in Dvorak's house. Oh, but P. Diddy, man. I like that Chris Stapleton. He's out. He'd be a hell of a guy to go see. It's quiet in the room. After 2 weeks of the raid, D home, and it's quiet on the news front. So, 2 weeks of federal agency. Sean Diddy Combs mansion, Miami, and Los Angeles, searching for evidence of sex trafficking. A very shocking headlines by wave of speculation. Combs, one of the most powerful producers in the music industry, and soon to be arrested in connection of any 5 recent lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault and denied all allegations. In his mind, if it's true, he did nothing wrong. In his mind, he's not wrong. What's this? In a tweet, so we say. No contest, and doing his bike around Miami, and Diddy rides his bike around Miami, and did headlines on Thursday. On Friday, Combs posted a victory music video, which he runs from Los Angeles police to Instagram with a husband, bad boy for life. Lack of a apparent concern, lack of recent news doesn't mean his troubles are necessarily abating. Michael Dow's attorney, who worked on the high-profile sexual assault case, says it's probably take months for federal investigators to make next public move. She said she'll probably be pouring through the electron gathered the music module residents, attempt to collaborate interviews and witnesses and accusers. When you're dealing with someone like him, you must have cell phones, multiple systems, multiple laptops, and who just conducts a lot of business and probably has a lot of communications going through a lot of digital information. Yeah. You know, it's like if I was doing that kind of behavior, I pretty much have this one computer here, you know, it wouldn't be that tough. Me, your cell phone. Oh my God, look at what he's doing, you know. Just like, what was his name? The pedo from Subway, right? Jared, right? It was pretty easy. They had his evidence and done, man. I don't know why he's still alive. He should be executed. He might be. I think he might be getting out in a couple of years. But and then Lewd meritless claims, also attorney, kind of the music producer, Rodney Jones. The company filed the same kind of manufactured lies, relevant facts, coming to expect from Blackburn and said will be on a motion to dismiss the outrageous claim. We hope so. You hope so, Peach Boy. You hope so. How an Oklahoma man double-crossed Mexican cartel with knockoff guns. What's this? Carly B teases second album, Invasion of Privacy. Molly and seen new common sex worker is lawsuit claim slams claims. Oklahoma double cross Mexico with Kiko with knockoff guns. Remote farm ended in a hot zone, and Mexican officials surrounded him and marched him out of Mexico. His journey in American heartland life violated border town started to win his own prominence as a gun expert and go-to guy, and with the public now fall 2 weeks before Christmas to the middle suburban street. Knockoffs. I have some knockoff clubs, ping ones a long time ago. They were kind of from KKK Golf. That was pretty funny. They're actually pretty good. She uses them. Not too bad. They're pings. But we'll see what happens with P. Diddy, man. We'll see if he... I want to talk to Sweet Melissa lately. Let's see what Sweet Melissa... What's this? Angela Louise accuses national title game of being rigged. Yeah, okay. Rigged. What's it called? What's this? Even your thoughts, I didn't know you were entitled to any. Oh, LOL. Thanks, troll. Some guys making a comment on them. I love trolling people. It's funny. You'll get all bummed out, all bun hurt. But I appreciate him making comments. All you're doing is pushing out the algorithms. I appreciate it. Always doing. Appreciate it. It's not called piggyback. It's called dick riding. That's what it's called. Dick riding. Okay, dick riding. Get it straight. Sweet Melissa. Let's see if she's available. Fear mongering radio. See if she's around. Nope. The hell? Nope. Let's call Ted the Talking Head. Let's see if Ted the Talking Head. I know he was out for a while. He said, maybe we'll see what happens if Ted the Talking Head's around. Ted the Talking Head. Ted, are you there? Nope. I wonder if there's anybody on Blog Talk Radio Network, because I know they've had some problems on BTR. They're back up again. wrestling, Miss Chocolate Show, surviving days ahead, pray for me, you bitch boys, English Leagues show on Rampage. Talk about Trump. What's this all about? Wrestling. What's this all about? Let's call it wrestling. Pro wrestling cooks. Let's call some wrestling, dudes. Shall we? Let's call some. Shall we? Let's call some wrestling. Let's see if we can Yo.
Log Talk Radio. You are now in the host queue.
You know, I was a mark for, Buddy Rose, Stan the Manastasiak, and the Flying Dutchman, Savage, and watching them the way they did wrestling school, and,
You're calling the queue, bitch.
It was great looking up to them and, emulating
like
them.
butt wipe up to poop.
I would take a few things that I watched that they've learned, because, you don't learn anything until you actually have been trained professionally.
Yeah.
And, use some of that stuff in some matches that I've used. As far as other sports, I'd say Don Shula, great coach, and everybody that he, coached underneath him, Zonka, Bob Greasy, and then you got Dan Marino, and, Miami Dolphins, and, those were the ones that I looked up to, but
really?
Hobo was the main individual.
Butt wipe looking up to poop?
Adolescent years that I really looked up to, and I still look up to.
How do you look up to a wrestler, up to these?
So heroes for me.
They're not heroes.
Yeah. So a lot of my
They're not heroes. They're legendary figures.
Like non-realistic heroes. I always loved Batman growing up.
Oh God, please.
Batman.
Really?
So, but I did always,
what is wrong with you?
I did always love Batman,
dude.
Like I liked what Batman stood for,
dude.
Jesus.
Really?
Justice.
Oh, this guy, man. He's a grown-ass man here.
He always, he's the world's greatest detective. So, like, some of his approaches weren't always as I got older, looked at some of the things that Batman was crazy. But,
crazy.
You got the reasoning behind it.
Read behind it.
From a standpoint. Because at the end of the day,
these dumbass white boys.
You try to make his city a better city and try to make the world a better place.
Bridget Brownie.
He didn't always understand his mom and why he did this. And then my probably biggest inspiration in the world of like professional wrestling,
Jesus Christ.
or at least the two.
Please don't say this. Don't tell me you're being inspired by a wrestler.
I've tried to incorporate.
It's almost like Dave 25 here telling us about wrestling.
How I am as a wrestler, Bret Hart and Sting, because Bret Hart, being the excellence of the position, and he would, go and he was, he was in that vein of Hulk Hogan and John.
Yeah, but Johnny,
he'd go out to the crowd.
Yeah, dudes. Oh my God! Please help us all, please help us. Oh, please help us all. This behavior, this. Oh, my goodness. I'm begging for help right now. Some guy is telling me the wrestlers are heroes and Batman. Oh, yeah. She's feared for the referees. They're winning right now. Running ponytail. She's mad as hell. Warned by referees. Now she's has been officially warned. They go fear the fishing fire in the afternoon. The Gamecocks have had some tough calls against him so far. While I was here for this, he's got away with blatant push-offs. They're bitter right now. They're bitter. I see Lauren Borbert. Lauren Borbert just got to do some porn videos. Was cut off from drinking more alcohol at the gala. Well, get her drunk. Let's have some group sex with her. Group sex. Let's give her a trade. Doot, 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 doot. What's this? Angela Reese and the earn the backlash of NIL fame. Let's see. Yep. More athletes, less accountability they face. 1 year away from NFL, both our first round material. We think, we hope, right? I was in the car, more time in the film room. I found my son having a Rolls Royce. I think he needs to get his ass in the film room, less time in the car, more time in the film room. Yeah, okay. A Rolls Royce? What's wrong with you people? Into college, and trying to make much more. Let me see. Well, that's the way it is, man. Bitches, the NIL, man, give money to people that have no self-control. Oh, Tony is worth $1 billion. And some of his assets worth $1 billion and some big ticket eyes. Sean Diddy has been making headlines, allegations lodged against him. Allegations including sexual assault. Risen up several lawsuits filed against him in recent months. He denied, pushed back against the claims. Nice house, just burn it to the ground. If it's a crime, he just burn it to the ground. Burn it. Burn it, baby, burn it. The Caroli should be hunted down, executed, or deported. One of the two. Period. Way she goes. I still love dumbass white boys telling me that the bridge debacle has been set up by the government. It's just like, can you please show it to me? Can you show it to me? Did the fearmonger himself, Glenn Beck, tell you this? I've hit a couple white boys I've spoke to. I don't get it. It's just hilarious. It's like, dudes. I mean, come on. I mean, he goes, I was talking to the guy. I'm like, really? Where'd you hear this from? And I go, well, because you read it? Have you done research? Well, I got research on this thing. But it ran out of power. Wasn't done on purpose. And it's, they'll get some stuff open. No, they've already done it. They've been loading containers off the ship right now. There are 3 different salvage people working on this behavior. Trust me, it's like, come on, man. It's like, but these dumbass white boys are just so easily brainwashed. Look at Haggy rants. The Haggy family. The Haggy family. The Haggy family. He was real good at. Anus Breath was real good at brainwashing dumbass white boys over and over again. Remember? Kamisha's returned and screwing around with her, Dave, and she, pushing her pictures around, It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But what they hear, you're going to be a security guard, the overnight security guard behavior, right? That's what Anus Breath liked, security guard idiots who would just be sitting around doing nothing at all, right? Just, hanging out in the outskirts, stroking the gopher, spanking the monkey, that kind of behaviors. It is what it is. So I hear it's like, shut up, man. You have no idea what you're talking about. But I said, when you're easily lovely and talented, brainwashed, that's what happens. You believe everything you hear, just like with the hunch, right? The hunch, Donald J. Trump, right? Look at the idiot here in Minnesota, the My Pillow guy, losing everything over Stop the Steal. Wanted to have martial law in my state. Martial law. I don't hate the hunch. I don't like Biden either. It's just blatant lying. His own daughter's kind of abandoned him. His 2 sons are just idiots. And I get it, people, again, you don't like Pickle Boy. But you hate Hitler, but like Rommel, right? His dad, right? Let me see. Let's go look at kid behind the camera. Let's go look. Oh, Daily Woo did a Baghdad cafe a long time ago. Only had 10,000 views. The Huss had like 80 on that. I think she was doing the. Let me see how he's doing. I'm leaving my family. Okay. Doug's final moments. Again, if he's really dead, they prostituted him again 2 days ago. Which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's like, okay, I'm leaving my family. No, you're not. Doug's final moments. Chocolate covered raw eggs. Now, did they? We're retiring finally over 100,000. It's finally getting to 98, 92. Go look over here real quick. Because she did that Baghdad one. It was the Huss. And she did a, let me see, Wonder Hussy, you see. Eclipse with the Gina. Skies were clearing up. Let's hope they stay in that way. Okay, she's with her friend. Good for her. She's in the hussin'. She's hustling right along. Good for her. Let me see what I know. She had it on here because she's going east to go. Good for her. I hope it works out for her, young lady. She did some dancing thing out there. A bunch of people showed up. I saw that on Facebook. Well, yeah, they thought you were going to show your boobs. That's why. Let me see. Fake accounts. Let me see. All right, here we go. Let's go see what they've gotten for their Route 66. 3 days. They moved it up to 25. It's up to $21,000 and $175 they want to have. So she's 83 years old for the Baghdad Cafe on Route 66. So good for her. They've been doing that. All right. And I get that. But, look at Night Ranger. It's all Night Ranger. I always share their stuff. I always do. I always like that. I always like Night Ranger. They did a good job. Night Ranger did. I enjoyed them. You a shill for? No, I just like the music. I saw them. They're really cool. I know they're coming to town. It's a good band. They could tell they like each other when I was at the. Let me see here now. Yahoo.com. I'm a troll. You're making videos about a guy who's literally just died. Truly awful in circumstances. You know it's nothing but him. Delete your video, please. You're upsetting his. Yeah, okay. How could I be upsetting his family? Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Oh no, please. Oh, please. Yeah, I'm upsetting his family. I'm totally upsetting his family. Yeah, I'm upsetting. Yeah, okay. People will talk about the guy. It's like, yeah, I'm upsetting his family. Yeah, okay. Oh, please, no. You know nothing about him. No, delete your video. No. Oh, shouldn't you know his name? Pathetic. I didn't know his name. I confess. I try. I can't remember his whole name. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of comments on this thing right now, so that's kind of cool. They're pushing it out. So. Someone who passed away, you should know his name. Pathetic. Lots of comments. Tributes to haircut mess of Hobo. Starting online up here was the worst. This is a classic example of someone who produces the worst sort of content, driving alone in his car, talking to no one. Well, of course you are. Never when watch his video and no one really wanted to drop his name in the desperate hope he'd get some few clicks. I pity you. Thank you. Thanks. Well, of course they're talking to no one. Talking to you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. God. That's funny as hell. Oh my word. People just get all upset, you know. Delete the video. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna delete the video, man. I can't handle anymore, man, dudes. I'm gonna delete the video. I just can't handle it. It's funny. I didn't know his first. I knew. I found it later. You know, it is what it is, man. So Not really attributing the guy. I'm just giving my opinion on it. That's the whole thing. That's funny. Delete your video. You're upsetting the family. I'm upsetting the family, man. I'm just talking about it, man. It is what it is, man. Please, you're upsetting the family. Don't do it. But not like I'm saying anything mean about the guy. It's just, you know, the whole thing is Carnival Cruise Line faces the potential for a backlash to Bud Light. What's this? What's this all backlash for? I would not go on Carnival Cruise unless you're 30 years old and want to get laid. Transgender, time of biggest names, Industrial, Target, and Walt Disney and Bud Light have faced similar backlash to embrace broader spectrum of customers. Has steered course and not only knowledge but actually addressed the unique needs of transgender passengers. Cruise journey toward inclusion. Hey, money's money. I don't care. I don't get it. But somebody get upset. Somebody knocked that Powerball off in Oregon, bastards. I guess I was told this morning. Florida down to the short-term rental industrial proposed aimed at companies. I see. He's a freak show, man. Why an MA worker refused to allow customers to transfer their own money? What the hell's wrong with you people? You know, they request to lose gracefully to transfer. I don't know. I really don't care, but I don't think men competing against women transgender. I don't think so. I mean, you know, I get it, man. Who died? One of the beloved Reds. Let's see. Beloved Reds teammate who died. Who stopped breathing? Former Pat Zager died early this week at 71. I have no idea. I like Johnny Bench. He was good. He was a good player. Maybe I'll test it absurdly. Oh God. Let's go over to MSN. Let's go to sports. Let's go to sports. There we go. Women's basketball. Let's see if the score is. Oh, they're getting beat. It looks like the Gamecocks are going to win 74-62 because they were kicking some ass before Iowa was. So it looks like it's Caitlin. You're not going to walk out a champion, young lady. It's the way she goes. I'd like the head coach of the Gamecocks. She's a hell of a good coach. So I like her. She's a hell of a good coach. So oh my goodness. Defeats Team School. UConn coach never offered her a scholarship. Oh, you never did, huh? You never offered one, huh? Little cockroach. Caitlin's the best, man. Yeah, I'm talking about, huh? I think they're still on there. They never picked up. Well, yeah, when you're driving your car alone, I can drive your car alone, and I'm not talking to anybody at the moment. It's a standalone video. That's what that's all about. I mean, when you do a video, you're talking to somebody that's pretty dumb. Yeah, it's just stupid. Tribute videos to a guy they never met, and I get it, man. I'm commenting on something I saw all the time and it was missing, and I'm just giving my opinion, man. But people out there that were putting money and time into looking for this guy, would you do that in your community, your real community where you live? I get he's a YouTuber, got family, but would you put your time into that behavior? Notice to it. So that's the way I look at it. To get it. Some people get too emotionally about these YouTubers, and they just can't handle it. And like people do YouTube videos, like I'm saying goodbye to my friends, or I'm quitting, whatever else, or I'm going to dial back. It's like, yeah, I don't care. It's the way it is, man. And if you have to put a video out every certain, like a Tuesday or whatever else, you're ready to put it out. Who cares? But the way she goes, man. He quit YouTube because he died. Just like what was that one guy who died 3 years ago? He used to rip on Camo Dave. Was the epic Camo. How long would he die? Camo Dave. He was so good. Camo Dave. He was so good. He's been dead now 2 years ago. Because what's his name did? Lions Crew 1 did one on him real well. Yeah, we give us on YouTube. Camo Dave's grave. Okay, he was pretty funny. So he did one on Cartbagger's divorce. The last video he did was 2 years ago. Calling on him at dishonest letters and letters and letters. He was pretty funny. Before he reading home after Christmas. So he was a good shit. He used to rip on Cartbagger, and Cartbagger would get all pissed off. Carlin RV's life in Memphis with Unstoppable Morgan, Disney back on. He'd rip on people too. He was good at doing that. He'd rip on Carolyn RV, Hobo, Shoestring, serious health issues, RV fire in Denver, too many RV campgrounds. So he talked about YouTubers all the time. I'm back, living the free space on YouTube. So happy birthday, Elvis, 40 big years. Where are you now? So he would he eats his way through Arizona piles of hobby food. Oh yeah. Some of his stuff is really good. Some of his stuff is really, really good. He did some really good stuff. I didn't follow him, but I watched one of his stuff in a while. He's pretty good. Yeah, he stopped breathing. So he was pretty good. So it's been a while. He died. He passed away a while ago. So he had Tweet or Twat or Twat. Let's see if it's still around. The last time he had anything was October 21st. So yeah, it's the way she goes. Camo Dave down the road, man. But nothing lasts forever, right? Anyways, we're gonna head on down the road 90 minutes, go take a shower or whatever. We do appreciate you'll come to the audio. Remember the military, the Air Force, all the branches. The Air Force and the Army and the Marines, the Navy and the Merchant, NASCAR, Coast Guard, they're on everything so much to serve this country. Without you, little nothing at all. And, like I said, without them, we don't have much at all. Appreciate you guys. Storm those beaches. 1 and 2, forgotten Vietnam. Balls, trees. Men wearing blue. God bless the working class. When you shower in the shower of Penn State, I would not shower in that shower of Penn State. Hell no. All we're asking out there is behave yourself. You see something, please say something. That's all we're asking. See a child in need, step up. God bless. Hobo Shoestring. God bless you, young man. Happy trails up in heaven, or I don't know where you went, up or down. I don't know what your religious was, but wherever you're at, young man, be on the high rails, man. Dude, make good choices in your life. You are your choices. No, there didn't be a mistaken choice. Safe sex is a issue. Put a condom on, birth control pills, prevent unwanted pregnancies, AIDS, and herpes. Herpes are forever. AIDS eventually kills you. Eventually, not like Magic Johnson. I guess, allegedly has AIDS, right? Don't drink and drive. That's all we're asking. Call someone, you're going to murder someone. That's all we're asking. But anyways, on the 7th day of April, 2024, it's cow shit, cow pie. We wish all you the best. From the poor side of Minnetonka, the Shadow Shady Oak Lake, we're having meatloaf tonight and special potatoes. Have a great week. We'll hear you and see you when we see you. All right? Bunch of bitches out there, douche. Still a trial, a liar. Behave yourselves. Rockstar at the rescue. behalf of Bosco and everybody out there, I am out.